بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على خاتم النبيين أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام حب الدنيا رأس كل خطيئة صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسول النبي الكريم. My dear brothers and sisters, I have recited one verse of Quran which tells us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made us, created us only for His ibadah. But tafsir of this, according to Abdullah bin Abbas radhiyallahu anhu, is such that I have created insan and jinnat only for my marifat. Li'abudun means li'arifun. Now, if we think about it, so it is actually the zahir of this ayah that we have been created for ibadah only. But as far as ibadat is concerned, actually it's mostly considered as a offering prayer, keeping fast, and giving zakat, and performing hajj. And what for, and what to do in the rest of time. So when I understood that, according to Abdullah bin Abbas, who was best mufassir of Quran and Sahaba, according to him, it is actually to have marifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the thing become very easy. So now we can understand that we have to do ibadat according to zahir of this ayah, to get marifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala according to batin of this ayah, and to do this and to perform this and to get it, we need some necessities of life, essentials of life. For that we are allowed. For example, for life, we have to eat, we have to drink, we have to take rest, we have to cover our head. So these are the necessities and essentials. According to Shah Waliullah, roti, kapda, makan और इतनी इस्तिताअत कि आदमी निकाह कर सके, स्टेट पर हर शख्स का पैदाइशी हक है. It means eating, clothes and house and some money to get nikah. It's actually the right of every person in the state. So actually, to get these essentials, we can work, but only to perform our activities, not as fulfilling our wishes. Just like Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu once went to get money to you can say he performed service for this in the field of Jew person, and it was settled that he will get one date by taking one, you can say, taking out the water one time with the system that time they were using. So when he got dates like which could be contained in a palm, then he left. The Jew person said, "Why are you leaving? You can get more." He said, "For me it is enough." So this is actually the essentials. As for the wishes are concerned, one cannot fulfill his wishes in the whole of his life. That is limitless. So we have to perform three things. Number one, we have to do ibadat. Number two, we have to know, we have to get marifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And third, we have to use our time in getting these essentials. As far as ibadat is concerned, actually it has been revealed. It is not what we have evolved. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli." Offer prayer like you see me offering prayer. So we are not allowed to do anything else. We have to do what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has done in salat. And there were two types of things Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. One is zahir of salat and other is batin of salat. Zahir of salat means to perform all arkan of salat, and batin of salat means to get the strength of salat by having enough khushu and khuzu like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had. What we are saying in salat, if our heart is with this, it is khushu. And how we stand in salat and sit, and the posture, what we have in salat, this is khuzu. So it means we have to get the shape of salat such that we should look like a slave, and our heart should be actually bowed if we are bowing. Our heart should perform sajda if we are doing sajda. Our heart should be with the recitation of Quran when we are reciting Quran in salat. So in this way, khushu khuzu will be there in salat, and arkan will be according to sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So then our salat will be complete. There are faraiz, there are wajibat, there are sunnah, and there are mustahabat. And sunnah are of two types. One sunnah which are muakkad, we cannot leave, and if someone leaves without uzr, so then he might be blamed for that. And as far as mustahab is concerned, so he is rewarded if he does it, and he is not blamed if he does not do. But one thing, if we see, if we are following Imam in Salat, so our time is based on time of Imam. So therefore we cannot do anything else in that time. So if we know sunan and mustahabat of Salat, and we perform Salat with the sunan and mustahabat uh, following Imam, that will be really a beautiful thing, and we would be learning this. And after that, the salat which we are offering without Imam, we also can implement these things in that, and our salat will be inshallah complete in both the senses. And similarly, our Som, our keeping fast, may be also done according to how Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has fasted, as far as its Zahir is concerned, as far as its Batin is concerned. I cannot go in detail because the time is less, and sometime else we can discuss on this. And zakat, we cannot take example of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never left that much money in his house that zakat becomes farz. So it's actually the greater stage. And once Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam asked Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha, the meat I gave you for distribution, whether you have distributed or not. She said, that much has been distributed and that much is baqi. It means left. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, you should say, the distributed is baqi and the other is honey. That is not baqi. So actually, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was not leaving anything behind. So therefore, for zakat we can follow Sahaba. And as far as Hajj is concerned, again we have to learn how to perform Hajj according to Sunnah, and all the things of Sunnah when are done in Hajj. So that is a complete Hajj and very, very much rewardful Hajj. As far as getting marifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is concerned, then we have to follow that path of getting marifat. And on that, we have to work on three things. Number one, our mind. Second, our qalb, heart. And third is nafs. Because we do not get marifat, everything is present. Everything is, for example, just sun is shining and there are clouds, so we cannot see sun, although the sun is there. Because of clouds, we cannot see sun. So if the clouds are away, and they're not you can say coming in front of sun, so then sun will be shining. So therefore hijabat are there because of our wishes of nafs and our laws of heart of worldly things. So these becomes curtains and hijabat. So if we remove them, so then we shall be getting the marifat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the procedure. So we should work upon this. So we should perform mujahida and riyazat to train our nafs, and we should clean our heart using zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should improve our aql and connect it with Malaya Allah by doing zikr and fikr. When our aql is connected with the Malaya Allah, so then previously our aql is getting information from worldly things. So therefore it is deciding based on this, and worldly decisions are coming into existence. But if our mind is connected with the Malaya Allah, and then if we see through our, you can say, interior means what is there in Malaya Allah, so then our information will be based on that, and our yaqeen will be according to that. Because yaqeen is of three types. Number one is ilmul yaqeen, the second is ainul yaqeen, and third is haqqul yaqeen. So if I don't see the thing, I don't have ainul yaqeen, I have ilmul yaqeen probably. And if I see it, it may be converted in ainul yaqeen. And if I am involved in that, so then I may get haqqul yaqeen. So if I am involved in in Malaya Allah and observing the things and feeling the things what are there, so then we shall be having haqqul yaqeen, and our decision will be based on those. So therefore we should clean our you can say mind using zikr and fikr. We should clean our heart using zikr, and we should train our nafs using muraqabat and using mujahidat and riyazat, and by this way our heart will be free from nafs. Our ruh will be free from nafs in the heart, and then our ruh will be reaching there in Malaya Allah, and ruh will be getting things from Malaya Allah and giving through our nafs to the people. So therefore, actually, by this process, our mind will get marifat, and that marifat is very useful in performing the things. So we can be busy in this in getting this marifat, which is limitless. If we are busy in getting marifat, so we shall be getting more and more, and this is infinite distance. So therefore, we can reach there where we can reach through our efforts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq to perform accordingly and get marifat and do ibadah accordingly as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has done, according to wishes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to get raza of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Actually, we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get us tawfiq, to get ilm nafi, to perform amal salih and bring ikhlas in this, and after that ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it and become razi from us, and razi of that extent that he after that never become naraz. So therefore you should be asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after each prayer and in times of qabuliyat, and we should be busy in getting this marifat and doing this ibadah. So there are three things in which we can become busy. Number one, it is ibadah. The second, to get marifah, and third, to get necessities of life and essentials of life, to cover these two things. So this way we can be spending our money, spending our time, spending our powers, spending our thinkings and all the things to get this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us tawfiq to do accordingly. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.